see. Kind of like Athena on the blue side. So that is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go Athena against Muta. That amuses me. Gonna hit that button, and I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the social media thing. Hoi! The internet knows we're here. Let's see. Until it is shoot showtime, I'm gonna keep this thing open. Telltale dots. A message I would probably like to read before I go on air. And yet, here we are. And Muta just absolutely decimating Athena. That is just absolutely monstrous. Hey, Abby. Appreciate you coming in to hang out and appreciate you gifting the sub. And also appreciate Battlefield Sterling, you hanging out with us tonight. Chilling. Hope your weekend has been going well. I am terribly sorry to hear that. Have definitely been to that place, and better is good. And absolutely work with better. Another moonsault. Muta just absolutely destroying Athena. Not a good look for the idol of King of Fighters. And yeah, basically any animation that is not swinging the chair causes the wrestler to drop the chair. Foreign objects definitely feel like an afterthought in this video game, with just like how clumsily it feels like they're implemented, which is like kind of always been the case in Fire Pro, to be clear. Like they exist because it feels like it's supposed to be in this game, but also they are kind of doing the bare minimum with it. Some mods definitely add more functionality to them that is interesting, but you see, I am very lazy and have not installed the mods that let you do all sorts of wild shit with this video game. Much to the chagrin of my co-writers and I would say co-creators at this point of this channel, GK, who like has some ideas for some stuff that he'd like to do using the mod pack. And to be clear, I would as well. The big one for me has got to be the... Well, there's two probably big ones that I'd be interested in. One is the 30-man Rumble, because this game caps out at 8, which is not a Rumble match. So that is a reference to I have not installed a photo editor to like update match cards. So the Mag.Lo Open Challenge is basically the only match card that I have actually drawn up, which is a super easy fix. I mean, GIMP is literally free. I just like my last couple weeks have been nightmarish in a lot of ways, so production values on my stream have not been a... It is free. Has not been a top priority. But yeah, that's specifically like what it's about. Fair enough. Let's see here. But yeah, that and the improved tag team logic is kind of an interesting thing in the mod pack that I'd be interested in playing with, because it lets you do cool shit. Yeah, lets you do cool shit with established tag teams, particularly in multi-man matches, to where like they cooperate more, they don't like turn on each other in matches, which is interesting and cool. Hey GK, how's it going? Let me see here. Oop. Let me see something here before I get started. That is a tricky question to answer. Mostly doing good. Going back to work tomorrow. Hopefully that won't be a shit show. We will certainly see. And, yeah. You know how it is. But, let me see. Real quick. One last thing I want to check on before I go live. Let's see. Alright, so I think we are just about ready to get started, and that is excellent timing considering it is very nearly 7:30 Eastern Time, which means it is Blake's House o'clock, as it were. So, people already filed into Blake's House Arena, so if everybody can get on your feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans. If you were tuned in last week, we had just one hell of a program for you. We got all of the major champions on Blake's House Wrestling TV. Certainly not all of them in singles action, but got to see the Blake's House Wrestling champion. Actually, excuse me, that is not entirely accurate. I am absolutely not used to a world where JBIII is no longer the Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion. Of course, Kurt London winning that title decisively a couple weeks ago, and JBIII competing last week with Terrell, trying to get that first step back to the top. But the triumphant return of Terrell Benjamin, picking up the victory over former JPW champion. Got to figure he has got his sights set on one of the major titles, possibly looking to earn a shot at Josh Kaiser's Blake's House Wrestling Championship. And speaking of Josh Kaiser, speaking of Team Lake Mary, they have been positively dominant over the past month, winning in singles contests, winning in tag team contests, trios contests. And you will be seeing Team Lake Mary, let's see here, you'll be seeing them tonight as Orlando Nunez getting a shot at a number one contendership opportunity several weeks ago, unable to pick up that victory. But he is getting another marquee match this evening, taking on Ramon. Josh Kaiser will be at ringside. But that is not the only stables that have been making waves here in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Last week, Mixed Wrestling Organization had a major show of force, getting involved in several different matchups. But one that's you're going to want to keep your eye on as these stables continue to clash. Excuse me. Devon Ramos taking on Jamie Holloway in singles action. That going in Ramos's favor, but now it is 3-on-3. That entire Dark Hour unit challenging the team of Ramos, Idolo, and Hans Hurtem, and things are bound to be chaos in that 3-on-3 contest. Of course, it would not be a Blake's House without an open challenge bout, and that is going to be tonight's main event. As Mag.Lo takes on all comers, besting Asuka last week We'll have to find out exactly who is up to the task of winning that 8-man battle royal. Who is going to challenge Mag.Lo in tonight's main event for a shot at stardom? But before let's go ahead and get into our opening contest of the evening. That first shot over the bow by Nick's Wrestling Organization. Nick Vidala himself besting Cindy last week. It looks like Cindy back in tag team action with David, going to take on Team Daytona, or at least 2/3 of Team Daytona. They take on Antonio and Kowalski. And that opening contest, let's see here, is right now. Since her debut in Blake's House Wrestling, having mixed success with David as a tag team unit. Getting a championship opportunity early, but the two of them not able to convert. And that is the same story with Team Daytona right now. Of course, this full Team Daytona unit getting a trios title opportunity last week, not able to pick up the victory over that positively monstrous team of Freddie, Jason, and Hellboy. But this is a fresh start. Fresh off of those 2 tag team championship losses. This is your chance to make a name for yourself in that tag team division, and that is precisely what both these teams are looking to do. As Antonio, Cindy starting things off here. Drew sitting at ringside, watching on, trying to direct traffic for Team Daytona, and we'll see if that is going to be a difference maker here. Somebody in your corner can absolutely change the outcome of the match. Just knowing somebody is that close, somebody is that invested in your success as a wrestler. And right now, Antonio off to a strong start. Yeah. Looks like Cindy going back to her own corner, and here comes David. Forearm smashes to the chest, and David's setup Insagiri doesn't quite find its mark as the agile Antonio able to escape. Antonio making his way back to his own corner, and here comes Kowalski. This team right now, all speed, all agility. As Kowalski looking to outmaneuver David, but you cannot afford to let him get a hold of you. Big wheel kick doesn't find its mark, and David starting things off with that unorthodox style. Big headbutt, big slap across the face. And going right to that foreign object, Harada going to let them fight, as he so very often does. Big double power bomb, and now Cindy. Kimura hold applied, but Kowalski able to escape. Big leaping soul butts in stereo, but neither able to connect. Cindy able to go back to those fundamental holds, just working the shoulder, trying to wear Kowalski down, but Kowalski answering back with an arm wringer of his own. Big arm drag, and that's going to buy him some time, get him back into his own corner, and a fresh Antonio back into this match. Chop to the chest, answered back with a forearm smash, and the height advantage a non-factor in this exchange as a dropkick colliding with the side of the head. But a snap suplex and the answer back, and now Cindy going to her own corner, and here comes David. Snapmare, and Antonio trying to bring this fight back to his own corner as he applies that camel clutch, trying to break David's back, make him humble. But that is a virtue David knows nothing of. I am certain of that. But Antonio doing everything he is able to. Oh my God, colossal Mongolian chop. David going right back to that chinlock, and keep an eye on where these competitors keep this match. That is the key to tag team wrestling, as a big double dropkick connects. David and Cindy trying to keep that fight on their half of the ring, but Antonio and Kowalski doing the same. Big boy senton, center of the ring. And just like that, David trying to move the fight back into his own corner, going high risk here. Diving elbow, but Kowalski rolling out of the way. David just crashing down to the canvas. Low roundhouse will take David's legs out from underneath his legs, but Cindy going for a bit of a cheeky cover here, getting a count of 1. Again, as those pinfalls are attempted, as those submission holds are applied, the camera cutting to Drew Serpa. Watching on, trying to coach his team to a win tonight. But right now, David and Cindy in sync, but no, roll up out of nowhere, cover, but only gets 1. Cindy answering back, a cover of her own, but this time David, or excuse me, no, David's still on the apron. Antonio coming in, but now legal man, Cindy going back to her own corner, and David, both teams in the ring. Step up Enziguri right to the side of the head, and again going for that big boy senton, but Antonio just a half step too fast. Big shoulder block attempted, and neither of these men want to allow the other to get those significant holds, but Leaping Rana will shut David down, at least for the moment. Going for that cover 1, but only gets 1. Sunset flip, power bomb connecting as David's head colliding with the mat. From the eyes, and now David fire into the corner. Antonio chasing him down. Monkey flip into the center, but David rolling right through it. Low roundhouse again, shutting this team down. David trying to get back to his own corner. He is able to do so, and that is going to cause Antonio to retreat, even up that man disadvantage. However, David and Cindy just shutting Team Daytona down in tandem. Big soul butt will shut Cindy out, and another low roundhouse taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Cindy here. Big Rana, and now what do Team Daytona have planned? Kowalski adding injury to insults, as Antonio watching on, and Cindy answering back with a series of forearm smashes. Basement dropkick, this time taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Team Daytona. Step over toe hold, face lock, locked in. Going for that mount tackle, but doesn't quite find it. Drop toe hold, the answer back. Harada is down. It's absolutely anybody's match. That's closed fist, but Harada not able to signal, or not able to issue a warning. Hold on just a moment here. Spike pile driver crushing Antonio. Just flattening that stack of dimes that he calls a neck cover 2. And only getting 2. Big moonsault press 2. And no, only getting 2. I said at the open of this, hold on. Package pile driver leveling Antonio, and this team extra aggressive, targeting the neck of Antonio. Possibly trying to make him wary of using that athletic, high-energy offense. Ooh. And now another package pile driver. David is in the zone. Stacks him up, cover 1. But only gets 1. Antonio able to make the save, rolling guillotine, and then diving knee drop. Team Daytona definitely in sync now. And another one. David trying to get back to his own corner. Kowalski able to cut him off. And tremendous wheel kick. Kowalski just firing on all cylinders right now, and David unable to make the tag. Kowalski's pressure just too tremendous. Big wheel kick, and David fighting his way out of that situation back to his own corner. Here comes a fresh Cindy trying to correct the course of this contest for this team. Big enziguri. But Cindy unable to cut off the ring in the way that Team Daytona was able to do so. Antonio, the fresh man in this contest. Colossal diving elbow, but Antonio, the legal competitor. Cindy may not have seen the tag, and that could cost her. Tornado DDT. No, Antonio, he's not done yet. Do not adjust your set. A second tornado DDT. Shooting star cover, but David able to make the save. Crossface, crossface, crossface. Fans surprised to see the crossface. David able to cut Kowalski off. And now a hockey fight has broken out in the center of the ring. Harada has lost control of this match. And a huge frog splash. Antonio able to deliver the equalizer as both teams need to get back to their own corner, need to get a fresh competitor in this match. And Kowalski distracting David. Ripcord, hold on. Winding up. Series of kicks, but no. Tornado kick evaded. Mount tackle applied. Rolling through, cover. No. Kowalski able to get a hand on the ropes, and this match will continue. Antonio getting just a moment to breathe, but brought back into this contest. Huge soul butt kick, and you can see this match taking its toll on Kowalski as well. Ooh. Oh my God, there it is, the KO punch, the most devastating maneuver in Blake's house. Cover 2. If Kowalski did not break up that pin attempt, that was surely it. Pop-up power bomb. That has got to be it. I don't know how much more. No. I don't know how Antonio got a shoulder off the mat after the punishment he has just taken. Willpower neck breaker applied. Antonio, he is not finished yet. Or excuse me, Team Daytona not finished yet. Big double drop kick. Arminger going back to basics, trying to slow this match down. Big diving elbow buried right into the back of Kowalski. That leaping enziguri doesn't find it. Cindy firing that blue Gatorade corner. And headlock takeover, but Kowalski again, just excellent ring presence, making sure that he's able to get to the ropes. Water wheel drop, center of the ring, and Kowalski getting fired up. Big Pele kick, and Cindy is out. No, Kowalski doesn't think it's enough. With how much both teams know, hold on. Major miscue from the blue Gatorade team. But David attempting to course correct here. Series of kicks to the gut. Big enziguri taking the head clean off the shoulders of Kowalski. But Kowalski answering back with that massive wheel kick. Both competitors down. Kowalski to his feet first, able to get to his own corner. And hold on. Kowalski with that iron claw, but that patented wheel kick. Antonio able to make contact, able to cut David off to keep him from his own corner, but David answering back with a devastating powerbomb. This is absolutely anybody's match. Drew doing everything he can to direct traffic from the apron, but this match has completely broken down for both teams. Strategy out the window. You just need to do whatever you can to keep your opponent down, keep them pinned to the mat. Neither team seems to be able to do so. guillotine leg drop right across the neck, but Antonio fighting his way to his feet, fighting his way to his own corner. And storybook ending, but Kowalski, the legal man. Again, just you can see how much this match has taken out of both teams. Kowalski just not able to get in position. And another double drop kick. Team Daytona in control, at least for the moment. Big knee drop will connect. And series of strikes. And another one for good measure. Cindy able to get to her own corner, and David, no, caught with that Pele kick. Cindy able to make the save on the way out the door, and David now in control. Again, only for the moment. This has absolutely been anybody's match. Kowalski scrambling to his feet after that Mongolian chop. High and low, David in the unblockable. David fighting his way out of those 2-on-1 odds, trying to bring the fight back to his own corner. But Antonio not having it. Rolling through, it's a long way to go. Cindy unable to break it up. And Izuna drop applied from Kowalski. Team Daytona picking up the victory. Again, after that hard-fought trios loss last week, Team Daytona picking up a big win tonight after just a tremendous struggle against the Cindy and David unit. Yeah. Yeah, definitely became a scramble at the tail end of that match. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with my own self-insert specifically, but that is a different conversation for a different day, as today was for Team Daytona. But, you know, if the subject of last week's program was Nick's Wrestling Organization, that disruptive stable trying to cause trouble in the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling, as they so frequently do. Well, JBIII and Judgment Professional Wrestling have issued a statement of their own, and that is the Gatekeeper himself is returning to Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Bit of a warm-up match, taking on Patrick Christopher, and certainly Christopher has an opportunity to make history, but it is very nearly a foregone conclusion. The Gatekeeper is an absolute monster. But again, anything can happen in the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. You only need to be better than your opponent for 3 precious seconds. Christopher's chances are as good as anybody's here, as he takes on the enforcer of Judgment Professional Wrestling, and that match, it's right now. Making his way to the ring. And hold on just a moment here. this is new music for the Gatekeeper. The enforcer of Judgment Professional Wrestling. Coming back revitalized, re-energized, and ready to wreak havoc on the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. He looks to march right through anybody in his path, but hold on, Christopher starting things off strong here. Again, as I said, anyone can win a professional wrestling match. You just need to have the upper hand on your opponent for 3 seconds, and right now, in the opening moments of this contest, Christopher in control, but Gatekeeper, I am sure, taking exception to that as JPW's enforcer begins to do what he does best, and that is just dismantle opponents. But no, Christopher able to once again outmaneuver the Gatekeeper. Big suplex to the outside. And this is a dangerous place to be. That padding is so very thin on the outside of the ring. Both men trading blows. Men throwing one another into that barricade. Colossal body press from a mountain of a man, and both competitors still on the outside. Harada's count up to 14, but once again, both back in the ring. Going for it all with that drop kick, but the Gatekeeper able to escape. An ankle hold applied, but the Gatekeeper answering back. That hanging choke, just for hanging nearly lifeless in that hold. And on this one here, going for that suplex. Suplex is blocked, and welcome back to reality, Patrick Christopher. Christopher answering back. Low blow just to regain that edge, but again, the Gatekeeper just making sure this match going on wherever he wants it to be as he pounds Christopher's head into the mat. Going for that suplex once again. This time it goes through. And the raw physicality of the Gatekeeper, truly impressive, but Christopher so far able to outmaneuver him. Could be a little bit of ring rust at work here, but right now Christopher in control of this match, just grinding the face of the Gatekeeper along the top rope. I said this would be a history-making performance. Sliding dropkick will connect. And going right back to that armbar. Chop to the chest. Now crossface locked in. The Gatekeeper able to use those long limbs to get to the bottom rope. And this match, it will continue. Big stomp to the stomach. Christopher doing everything he can to maintain momentum in this contest, staying out of reach of those long limbs, moving in when he is able to do so, but again, that size difference is just so tremendous. Big vertical suplex will connect, but the Gatekeeper to his feet first, like a Terminator, and powerbomb once. Hold on. And oh my God, absolutely devastating fire thunder bomb and a crushing lariat, and once again, welcome back to reality. Christopher grabbing a hold, trying to slow the Gatekeeper down. That is exactly what he needs to do if he wants to maintain the upper hand in this contest. Big twisting neckbreaker goes for the cover. 2, but only gets 2. Goes for it again and goes for the cover. 1, 2. And again, only 2. After everything he has thrown at the Gatekeeper right back to his feet, right back, ready to fight. And hold on just a moment here. Oh my God. Christopher folded in half with that powerbomb. But again, going right back to that crossface. The Gatekeeper unable to power out of the hold, unable to get to the ropes. The Gatekeeper answering back with another monstrosity of a powerbomb. Neckbreaker drop, both men down, both men to their feet. Full Nelson bomb connecting, but Christopher able to fight his way back to his feet. This feels like anybody's match. As I said, this big vertical suplex once again. Shot into the corner. Monkey flip out of it. The Gatekeeper once again back to his feet. Northern Light suplex. 2. Oh my God, so close. And again, right back to the shoulder of the Gatekeeper. And Northern Light suplex again. Is that going to be enough too? No. No, it is not. Only a count of 2. Christopher has hit the Gatekeeper with everything he's got and then some. And the Gatekeeper continues to get back to his feet. Continues to change the questions that Christopher thinks he's got the answers to. And once again, this fight tumbling to the outside. The Gatekeeper has had enough, just destroying that light tube across the chest of Christopher. You can see the frustration building on the enforcer of Judgment Professional Wrestling. Again, big neckbreaker drop. And scarf hold applied. This could be it. Is it? No. The Gatekeeper, he will not be submitted. Again, just devastating DDT. Going right back to the cover. 2, 3, count, fall. Patrick Christopher had an opportunity to make history. He is not letting go. Besting the enforcer of Judgment Professional Wrestling in a truly star-making performance. I am genuinely shocked at the outcome of this match. Both in character and out of character. That is not remotely close to how I was expecting that match to go. It is very much and like we can get into greater detail in the post-show. Say on this program a lot, the game will be the game. And the Gatekeeper just like was not winning grapples. And the game does not care what your stat spread looks like. If you can't win the grapple roll, you can't do damage, and that really feels like what happened in that match. But As I said, this was a star-making performance for Christopher. He had a chance to make history, and he was able to do exactly that. And I am certain JB3 of Judgment Professional Wrestling extremely irritated. But we'll have to come back to that as we have got a whole lot of show to get through tonight. And well, I'm receiving word that is not the last we are going to see of the Gatekeeper this evening. Looks like he is booking his ticket to the Open Challenge Battle Royal. He does not want that to be the last we have seen from him this evening, and you're certainly more than happy to oblige. But before we get to that, we have got one more match. As right now, again, tag teams have been a major focus in Blake's House Wrestling in recent memory. As the Worzallas and Tyler, a very effective trios unit. Right now, Worzalla taking on Jim Jack in singles action, but their tag team partners going to be at ringside. Once again, Nick's Wrestling Organization holds both tag team championships. If you want a shot at Blake's House Tag Team Gold, you are going to have to go through a Nick's Wrestling Organization tag team. And it certainly appears to be that is what this Worzallas and Tyler unit are interested in. So Worzalla taking on Jim Jack one-on-one, and that match, it's right now. Mr. Top 16 himself making his way to the ring, and it has been several months since we have seen him in singles action. But Worzalla always ready. Christopher was able to shock and awe in the previous contest. That is precisely the motto of Mr. Top 16. No one is ready for that patented Worzalla elbow drop. But Jim Jack going to make sure it does not come to this. Now you can see Christine and Tyler at ringside in that blue Gatorade corner. And as the camera pans, no, we will not see Rip Studley just yet. But both competitors in this match, tag team partners at ringside, looking to offer support, looking to direct traffic where necessary. Right now, big Japanese-style arm drag. Neither competitor really willing to give up that major hold. Just at any given moment, Worzalla can absolutely flatten you with that patented elbow drop, but Jim Jack not to be underestimated either. He has got an arsenal of so many devastating maneuvers at his disposal. And that big Saito suplex, one of them. Big Japanese-style arm drag once again. Ramon running the ropes, looking to deliver an elbow of his own, but Worzalla had it scouted. Both men circle the ring, trying to figure out exactly how they want to plan their attack, how they want to start this thing off. Loving blow to the back and just trying to work the knees. Hold on, again. Big backdrop from Jim Jack, and now knee right to the collarbone, and Worzalla having absolutely none of it. See Worzalla almost instinctively going back to his own corner. Again, he is primarily a tag team specialist. He's going to have to be able to keep his wind for the entirety of this singles contest, and that could prove to be difficult for him. Colossal headbutt, and whatever issues he may have had, it looks like he has found an answer, but lift and drop center of the ring, and once again, a punt kick right to the chest. Worzalla still fishing, still looking for an opportunity to deliver that patented elbow. And again, Worzalla almost instinctively going back to his own corner, but a scoop and a slam will send Worzalla to the outside, and now Jim Jack standing all alone in the ring. Belly to belly overhead suplex, and Worzalla not taking kindly to that slam to the outside. Hold on, again, Saito suplex center of the ring, and right back to that Boston Crab. Hold on, last ride powerbomb, but Jim Jack, he is not finished. Colossal super kick in the center of the ring. As I said, Jim Jack's arsenal so tremendous. He can hit you with every hold in the book. Possibly calling out Tyler there. Man with a devastating super kick of his own. Colossal forearm smash, and now Jim Jack going high risk. Diving headbutt right to the back of the head. And Worzalla now in trouble here as Jim Jack getting momentum. Drop down and colossal scissor kick, and again that suicide diving headbutt, but he is not finished as a huge frog splash will connect. Worzalla laid out on the mat and going right back to that belly-to-belly overhead suplex, and needs a moment to breathe. Those dives landing right on his chest, right on his abdomen. And that could be a big difference maker. Again, suicide diving headbutt colliding with the chest of Worzalla. Worzalla answering back, big gut buster. And now sit out cover one, but only gets one. Worzalla trying to figure out exactly how he wants to tackle Jim Jack. Jim Jack's been so very effective. Double underhook, face buster applied, goes for the cover. This could be it right here. 1, 2. No, not yet. Hold on just a moment here. Oh my God. But no, Worzalla, he's fighting his way back into this contest. Another big gutbuster, and Jim Jack right back to his feet. And huge shoulder block will connect. Hold on, Worzalla. That chop to the crown usually signals that patented Worzalla elbow, but he just doesn't have the stamina, doesn't have the wind to deliver that hold. And that could be the difference maker here. Jack slamming him into the corner. No, Worzalla answering back. Both men trading position. Jim Jack gaining the upper hand, at least for the moment. And again, you can see his head just colliding with the back of the skull of Christopher Worzalla. And huge spine buster will connect, and Jim Jack no going high risk, and once again another diving headbutt. It's like Jim Jack more interested in delivering punishment to Worzalla than picking up the victory, as he has just been in total control for several minutes, and once again, just launching Worzalla, just throwing him across the ring. Worzalla is not a small man. Hold on. Flashing elbow will connect. Worzalla springing back to his feet, trying to get back into this contest. struggling to find a foothold in this match, but again, Jim Jack able to get the upper hand, and Stunner will connect, but Jim Jack running out of steam himself, unable to make the cover. Worzalla just unable to get back into this contest. He's taken so much punishment already, and as I said, I don't think Jim Jack's goal is to win here. His goal is to inflict pain, take a team out of contention for the tag team titles possibly. But Worzalla answering right back. Claw slam, and now, hold on, Jim Jack in harm's way with that leg hold, but able to escape. 100 hands buried into the chest, and Worzalla gearing up for that patented Worzalla elbow drop. And no, Jim Jack springing to his feet. He knows how dangerous that hold is. Able to escape the pressure. And Texas Cloverleaf, center of the ring. That is going to be all she wrote. Jim Jack starting to feel the heat as Worzalla was starting to build a little bit of offensive momentum. And that was Jim Jack's cue to shut it down. I am certain Jim Jack's goal was not to win that match. It was to take Worzalla out, to take out a team vying for those tag team titles. But whatever the case may be, coming up next is going to be, excuse me, the over-the-top rope contest for the right to challenge Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. Well, we already know one of the competitors in tonight's match, and let's go ahead and make that two. As just last week, Terrell, the king of the Battle Royal himself, making a triumphant return to Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Once again, the man that made this match famous, going to take a shot at the main event. But that is still going to leave 6 spots. So who is going to be in the Mag.Lo Open Challenge? See here. If we don't, we're not calling names, I can certainly pick a couple. Let's see, coming up next after this match is going to be, let's see, Kingston. I can absolutely make that happen. I don't know if I have an all-elite Kingston. I know I have a Chikara Kingston. So that might be where I have to go. My stables are all sorts of fucked up. I swear, one day I'll fix these. Who knows when that'll be. I mean, really, the struggle is you know, working 40 hours a week. I don't want to do shit on the weekdays, and on the weekends I've got too many other things going on, so projects go unfulfilled, as it turns out. Let's see. I think there's 2 names I'm gonna tap here. You know, we're going to put the young hero in one of these. Get a little bit of continuity with the other stuff we've got going on the show. And don't ordinarily do this. But, you know what? I saw Admiral Funk hanging out, lurking here. Let's go ahead and put him in a wrestling match. Haven't seen him on TV in a little while. But that still leaves a lot of room. Both for real wrestlers, both for fictional characters, or some Blake's House or Nick's Wrestling Organization names you guys might be interested in seeing. See, A-Man, I am totally okay with that. That is going to be one hell of a matchup, I do have to say. If A-Man and the Gatekeeper end up running into one another. You know what, I'm going to go with, let's see here. I'm going to go with Devon Dudley. Do I have a... Okay, I do. Because, as I'm sure most viewers of my stream are aware, certainly of my wrestling content, I'm a big fucking New Legacy mark, and we'll be seeing that in the Trios match tonight. And their latest event, the Kingiest of the Ringiest, was an all-timer if you have not seen it. It's like, I don't even feel bad promoting, like, a big streamer, so to speak, because, hey, I genuinely enjoyed the stuff they do. But that is going to leave room for one more name if y'all are interested in locking somebody in. See, Booker T, I can certainly do that. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure I have a Booker T. Although my WCW stable is like extra fucked up, so I might not. Let's see here. So let's find out, because don't see him in 2000s WWE. So let me check. I don't think I have a Booker T. Because, like, 2000s I don't have anybody. Huh. I want to see DDP? I am totally okay with that. So, the 8 names have been decided. The King of the Battle Royal has returned, but the names to watch out for: the Gatekeeper and A-Man of Judgment Professional Wrestling. Gatekeeper in particular, going to have a bit of a chip on his shoulder, something to prove, but then again, so is A-Man. But Do not count out the 5 other names in this contest. These battle royals are positively chaotic, and anyone could walk away with a main event opportunity. And only way we are going to find out by getting into this match, and that's right now. At the left side of your screen, Terrell with that major size disadvantage, but willing to go toe-to-toe with the biggest, the baddest individuals in this match. But looks like the Gatekeeper and A-Man can't wait, already going head-to-head with one another. Watch Admiral Funk himself, the captain of the... Hold on, Sarah eliminated already. Fight on the left side of your screen, so dangerously close to the ropes, and that is precisely what can happen in these matches. As we said earlier tonight, ordinarily you are at most 3 seconds away from victory. Well, in an over-the-top rope battle royal, your position is even more precarious. Right now, Devon, Dudley, and Kingston slugging it out on the right side of your screen. Looks like they are doing their best to keep away from the chaos that is the left side of the screen here as... Come on, roll up, cover, but no, not even a count of one. Devon getting a 1 count on Kingston. Is so difficult to call the opening moments of these matches. 7 bodies around the ring. Big body press from Terrell. DDP able to break out of it. As I said, Terrell fighting against anyone. That small stature completely undeterring. Or Terrell completely undeterred by that size disadvantage as A-Man, huge brain buster. Someone has been busted open. But it is difficult to see exactly who. So much chaos around the ring. I believe it's the Gatekeeper. Remember, the Gatekeeper's already wrestled once tonight. He's absolutely got something to prove. Not going to allow that to slow him down. So right now, going head-to-head with Devon. Devon fired into that orange Gatorade corner. Big double power bomb from the Gatekeeper and Kingston. Kingston now changing dance partners twice over, taking on Terrell, taking on Devon. As, hold on, Admiral Funk, pile driver to A-Man, and deadlift suplex to that enhanced wrestler, but A-Man answering back, big suplex and a big cutter from Diamond Dallas Page, but unable to capitalize further as there is just too much chaos in the ring. Big jawbreaker. And A-Man now in trouble, at least for the moment, as DDP rocks him with a DDT. Suplex is blocked. This could be it for Terrell, but Terrell hanging onto that top rope. Big Manhattan drop from Devon, and hold on. The Gatekeeper just running right through everyone in front of him. As Kingston rolling out of the ring from that onslaught of the Gatekeeper. 3D will connect. Come on, going to improvise. Bubba Dudley not in this contest. Oh my God, belly to belly overhead suplex, and the Gatekeeper once again eliminated. Ripcord Lariato from A-Man. We are down to 5. Full Nelson bomb applied, but right now everybody trying to create some space, trying to create just a little bit of room to breathe, because the opening minutes of this contest were just absolutely devastating to the individuals in it. That looks like that's got no signs of stopping. 1-2 punch to the back of the head, but Terrell standing tall. but only for a moment as A-Man able to just collide Terrell's skull right with his knee, but Big Boy Senton X marks the spot, and Terrell flattened with that lariat cover. 2, but only getting 2. Admiral Funk, hold on to someone here. Terrell dumped to the outside by A-Man, and A-Man lift and drop. DDP in jeopardy as Devon Dudley, no. Unable to finish the job there. Oh my God. Roaring Lariat will connect and slam once, twice, and 3 times to the mat as DDP levels A-Man, and this is absolutely anybody's match. Jawbreaker will connect. And the chaos in the ring causing, hold on, rocket punch applied, and it is just even down to 4. The frequency at which these individuals are changing dance partners, making it so difficult to follow the action. Mag.Lo, hold on. Lifts and ungun connecting, but unable to capitalize. Big cutter from Page. Is that it for Devon? 1, 2, 3 count fall. And Devon Dudley going home. We are down to our final 3. Comes a big double power bomb. And Admiral Funk in dire straits. And hold on. Bang with that big cutter, but no. Hold on, lift, drop to the mat, going for a cover of his own. 1, but Admiral Funk wants the elimination. 2, 3 count fall, and he will get it. And Ian Bishop knows just how important this opportunity is. He has got a shot at the main event, but he has got to get through A-Man, the enhanced wrestler, and this could be it right here for him. A-Man going for the cover. 2. Oh my God. Somehow, some way, able to get a shoulder up, and A-Man taking that very personally, lifting, dropping to the mat. That has got to be it. No. Even then. Admiral Funk finding that inner strength. A-Man looking for that big body press, but unable to connect. Hold on, backdrop, Uranagi, center of the ring, and here it comes. That colossal body press that has ended match after match. That gave him the longest streak in Judgment Professional Wrestling, in Blake's House Wrestling television. And picking up another victory with that devastating body press. And punching his ticket to face Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. I said last week, Nick's Wrestling Organization interested in making a statement. Well, Judgment Professional Wrestling looking to do the same tonight. As we're going to be seeing A-Man in tonight's main event, but that is not all we're going to be seeing from Judgment Professional Wrestling. As right now, JBIII going to be taking on Wildcat herself, able to best Solarian last week, and JBIII looking to solve a problem before it becomes a bigger one, as Sarah and the Wildcat, a thorn in this team's side for several weeks now. But JBIII certainly able to solve problems with that brass knucks shot of his, and looking to do exactly that this evening, but we'll have to see exactly what these two are capable of as we get into a match right now. Gotta figure if you're JB3, got mixed emotions going into this match. Certainly the goal was to make major statement wins as judge of professional wrestling tonight, and while the Gatekeeper, just a world-shattering upset in the opening contest of tonight's program. A-Man getting it done in the Battle Royal and has an opportunity to take down the People's Champion, Mag.Lo himself. But we talked last week about looking past the person in front of you, how dangerous that is, how easily that can cost you. Although Wildcat is somebody that is very capable of making you pay if you let her. Big enziguri, but JB3, the smartest fighter on Blake's House Television, able to avoid those significant strikes. Right now, utilizing that strength advantage to put the Wildcat down to the mat, but right back to it. See, raking the face, trying to dislodge the mask of the Wildcat. JB3 looking for every advantage he can get in one of these contests. Just the most, oh my god, picture perfect moonsault, but not even a count of one. JB3 shoves the Wildcat right off of him. Clips her with that jab. JB3 so effective at creating space. Big knee to the gut, shutting down Yuri's offense once again. But hold on, big backdrop, the answer back that Yuri needed. And right back to that roundhouse kick. Those educated feet of the Wildcat on display. JB3 trying to put Wildcat into the corner, but no, she's just too fast. And right now, JB3 working the match that he is so well known for. He wants to control the pace, he wants to control the place, control everything about this matchup. And he is so very dangerous when he's able to do that. Yuri able to apply that cravat hold, but punch to the gut will break that up. Both arms locked, but JB3 is using that power advantage, able to just break out of that hold. And it is a matchup as old as time. It is strength versus speed. And right now, Yuri able to outmaneuver JB3, but JB3 going to make that increasingly difficult as this match goes on. He's applying that chokehold. Harada issuing a warning. Got until the count of 5, gets to 1 before breaking it up. Big boot to the gut. Again, the Wildcat reaching for that enziguri, but JB3 just too clever, able to stay out of range of those significant strikes. Again, kick to the lower abdomen, and again checking Yuri with the jab, and Yuri answering back, open hand chop and roundhouse kick. And what's your favorite Death Grip song as she drapes the guillotine across the throat of JB3? Again, right back to the jawbreaker and right back to utilizing that size advantage that he's got. Yuri taking this back to her own corner, possibly looking for that guillotine again. No, right to the knee bar instead. trying to weaken the knees of JB3, possibly take away some of his mobility, take away his ability to weave out of those strikes, and that is exactly what she's going for right now. But going for that enziguri, but JB3 just too crafty, beating her to the punch twice over. And now, JB3, here's your receipt, my friend, as that torturous half crab is applied, trying to neutralize the agility advantage that Yuri the Wildcat has got in this contest. And that is just such a perfect picture of what this match is. JB3, just that major size advantage, but hold on. Yuri looking for something here. Flashing the knee. Picture perfect drop kick buried into the chest of JB3 with JB3 to his feet first. Scoop and a slam, and JB3 again just a reminder that he is the larger competitor. He is the stronger competitor in this contest. And this time, Yuri thrown to the outside. As that groin hold is locked in, Yuri able to withstand it as JB3 breaking the hold, at least for the moment. Series of kicks planting him to the mat. This is still anybody's match. Another jawbreaker, and again, JB3 just making his presence felt in this contest. Again, once, twice, three times. Body, head rocked by those educated feet of the Wildcat, and the cravat applied once more. JB3, is that going to be enough? Has the damage been done? No, only a count of 2. In this match, it will continue. Again, that flying head scissors right into the triangle choke, but JB3, again, so smart, so effective at keeping the match where he wants. Knows the ropes are always in arm's length when he needs them. Pump handle bomb, cover 1. Arms trapped, she can't reach the ropes, but able to get a shoulder off the mat. And this match, it will continue, and right back to that triangle hold. JB3 will not be submitted. Said he is looking to make a statement tonight, and being tapped out in the Blake's House ring is not on his list. JB3 fighting his way back to his feet, firing the Wildcat into the corner. Is this going to be it? No, answer back once again with that triangle hold, but again, JB3 making sure the fight is where he wants it. And going for a cover here too. Is this it? 3 count fall. Yuri giving everything she's got to lock that hold in, but nothing left in the tank to get a shoulder off the mat. And once again, JB3 making his presence felt, making Judgment Professional Wrestling's presence felt with a statement win tonight. But we're going to go ahead and keep this show rolling here. As I mentioned, yeah, sometimes it is like that. Honestly, even stuff, it feels like stuff set to 0%, the game will just do sometimes. Because I am sure you do not have, like, you almost certainly don't have pin at anything other than 0 at critical health, because it does create results like that. I was watching my buddy Nick, no relation to the Nick that helps co-write this program, to be clear, play Retromania. And, okay, we can check that out later. At critical, I usually leave it at 0. For some people, I'll have it like at a 1 or a 2. But like, it's very rare and it's definitely character dependent. Because like I want to see the end of the match be like the finishing sequence. But I was watching Nick play Retromania. And like, if your opponent's health is at 0, you basically, like, you can pin off of anything. That might not be true. The AI might just be bad at the mashing minigame at the default difficulty. But, like, he got hit with, like, some big move, kicked out of it, and then covered somebody, and it's like, alright, you finished him with getting hit with a moonsault, which is very funny to me. Wrestling video games are great, actually. Let's see here. But I digress. We have got, as I said, a lot of wrestling left to go. And we're going to see the return of this trios unit. Ramos, Idolo, and Hurtem. Again, they have called their shot. They want the Dark Hour. And Jamie very much interested in a rematch, considering that one-on-one contest with Ramos last week did not go her way. Let's see here. So this Dark Hour unit taking on this Knicks Wrestling Organization Trios unit. Just a truly dominant stable. As Ramos and Idolo currently holding the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team titles, it is certainly possible the Dark Hour interested in that. But we will have to find out exactly what their goals are, because we'll have to find out later, as right now, once again, you cannot afford to look past the match in front of you. And right now, the Dark Hour has Ramos, Idolo, and Hurtem. And that match, it's right now. This is the first time in quite a while we have seen the entirety of that Dark Hour unit in trios action. We have to see if that becomes a factor here tonight. We say this a lot on this program. Mixed Wrestling Organization puts together some of the best tag team wrestling on Blake's House television. They're so effective at cutting off the ring, so effective at just keeping a fresh man in the match. Tag team strategy is almost certainly going to be the difference maker here right now, as Jamie takes on the world's tallest cruiserweight, Devon Ramos. Ramos, a catch-as-catch-can specialist, somebody that is so dangerous. Because if you make a mistake, a singular mistake, leave a limb outstretched, he will punish you for it. So he begins to work the arms, work the legs. Be on the lookout for that over the course of this contest, but now again, just applying pressure to those joints, the knees, the ankles. It's going to send Jamie back to her own corner as the powerhouse of this team in the ring, Shenjo, looking to change the complexion of this match, and that is exactly what he has done with that big suplex. And now crossface chicken wing applied. And I'm sure Ramos does not like being put in a hold by someone as dangerous as Shenjo. And Shenjo, hold on to someone here. Lift and drop to the mat. Ramos not even the legal competitor. But Jamel, a force of nature, does not seem bothered by that one bit. And right now, Shenjo trying to bring this back into his own corner. Trying to beat this Knicks Wrestling Organization unit at their own game, but hold on, here comes Hans Hurtem. Such a dangerous individual. Big dropkick attempt, but sidestepped by Blake. Blake, just a prodigious striker here. Utilizing those palm strikes, utilizing those kicks. So very dangerous. But big body press will connect, but Blake able to get a shoulder off the mat, and once again, here comes the pain that is Shenjo. Colossal double powerbomb flattening Hans Hurtem. And that devastating elbow drop, all of his weight just buried into the neck of Hans Hurtem. Hurtem firing into the ropes, and picture perfect power slam too. And count of two. Shenjo is on fire tonight. Hold on, big suplex, sending Shenjo to the outside. 1, 2. Shenjo coming back in with the equalizer, swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer. Lift and drop, and now Shenjo standing tall in the ring. Right now, Jamie trying to maintain that offensive momentum as the crowd very much behind the powerhouse of the Dark Hour. Knee bar applied, and the elite athlete that is Idolo certainly being targeted, trying to take away that agility advantage as a Yakuza kick into the corner just levels him. On tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. He just laid out here, and now sandwich enziguri. Ramos now exactly where he wants to be, but Jamie able to fight her way back to her feet, fight her way back to her corner, and here comes a fresh Blake Cabas. And this is certainly one hell of a matchup. Ordinarily, Ramos is not someone you want to leave a limb exposed to, but the striking ability of Blake is so tremendous, it might be worth the risk. Crossface chicken wing applied, and once again, Ramos finding himself on the receiving end of one of those holds. Mount tackle will connect, and transitions, floats right into that scarf hold. Big spine buster, and back to that crossface chicken wing, and that is going to clear out that orange Gatorade corner. And again, the teamwork of this Knicks Wrestling Organization unit, making sure they are able to protect one another. Shenjo firing right back up, clubbing blow to the spine. And again, continuing to target the back of Idolo, crushing lariat. And there you can see the equalizer laid out on the mat. But he doesn't need it, he says. Goes for that big elbow drop too, but only gets 2. And Ramos going right back, just slowing Shenjo down, allowing to make the tag. Hans Hurtem, the legal man in this contest. And a leaping brainbuster will flatten Shenjo. Shenjo answering back, scoop and a slam to the outside, and Blake just continuing to keep the pressure on. Hold on. Oh my God! Ramos just launching himself to the outside, and it is chaos around the Blake's House ring. You see Blake bringing in that kendo stick, bringing that into play, but Shenjo suplex into the center of the ring, and here comes a fresh Blake Cabus. Double drop kick lays out Hurtem. Goes for a big body press, but Hans Hurtem had it scouted. Twisting facebuster will connect. And a Pele kick will shut that down. Hold on, going for the cover. One. Only gets one. I've heard him so very slippery, so very easy at getting those surprise covers, but thus far, Blake able to avoid it. Jamie now the legal competitor back in this match. Big Frankensteiner and Idolo getting amped up. Again, spinning backbreaker center of the ring. And a picture-perfect dropkick right between the shoulder blades. And hold on, devastating destroyer into the center of the ring, and he is not finished yet. Tricky kick to the back of the head, and that is going to send Jamie back to her own corner. And here comes the monster that is Shenjo. Emerald Flosion lays Ramos out. Cover, is that enough? No, not yet. Devastating suplex, but hold on. Scarf hold locked in. That's going to clear out both aprons. And the striking ability of Blake able to shut that down. Going for that big lariat, but Ramos had it scouted. Flipping through, and Rana into the center of the ring. Cover 1, 2, but no. Dark Hour unit coming together at a critical moment, able to protect Shenjo. Shenjo getting back to his own corner, and Jamie, the legal competitor, once again in this contest. Chop to the chest, and Ramos just crumbling to the mat. And series of strikes back and forth. Big super kick will connect, but a colossal wheel kick is the answer from Devon Ramos. And that is going to allow both teams to get a fresh man in this match. Sandwich Enziguri crushes Ramos, but again, Hans Hurtem, the legal man. Big leaping brainbuster. Blake holding onto that top rope, still in the ring. And this match, it will continue. Devastating chop to the chest. And C4, center of the ring. Hans Hurtem in control. No, Blake rolling through too. Ramos able to make the save at a critical moment. Idolo applying that combination 3-in-1 hold. But lung blower flattening Hans Hurtem, but that Dark Hour team unable to come in and make the save. But hold on. Hans Hurtem starting to get fired up here. It is just chaos in the ring. Harada has lost control of this match. Thumb to the eyes applied as Blake able to get back into his own corner. And that is going to send Hurtem back into that orange Gatorade corner. Devastating elbow drop, but Hans Hurtem, not the legal man. screwdriver crushing the neck of Ramos. Cover, but only a count of 1. And major miscue from this Orange Gatorade unit. That could be a difference maker as a powerbomb once. No, roll through, cover. Is that no? And Ramos again doing what he does best, just applying hold after hold. Any way he can, but again, Shenjo with that big screwdriver going for the cover again, 2. And again, this Knicks Wrestling Organization unit able to work together, able to protect one another. And Ramos just continuing to work the limbs, able to shut Shenjo down. That is precisely what makes Devon Ramos so dangerous. He is able to grab a hold anywhere and be effective. And that is precisely what this Trios unit was able to do. Also, to be clear, I did used to have some commands. However, changing my name on Twitch did break those, and I have not set that back up yet, is the actual issue. Yep. So at some point, I will fix that thing, but who could say when that's going to be? Maybe it'll be done by Wednesday, but no promises. But regardless, Nick, I appreciate you dropping in and hanging out with us. Hey, anybody that wants to hang out while I'm doing this wrestling show is appreciated tremendously. Whether you're actually in the chat or not, whether you're just, whether you're watching, you know, if you're here, we're here having a good time. But let us keep this show rolling. We've just got a few matches left tonight. And coming up next, Zero Lopez, a man tremendously interested in a shot at singles glory, but his former tag team partner and the former Blake's House Wrestling heavyweight champion interested in that same title opportunity. There is no clear #1 contender for that Blake's House Wrestling Championship. We might be one match closer to figuring out who is going to challenge for that Blake's House Wrestling title after Zero Lopez and Sterling go one-on-one, and that match, it's right now. Making his way to the ring, the two-time mystery champion. Again, Sterling, just a force of nature of a wrestler. A man that is just looking to deliver punishment with everything that he does. And once again, it is the tale as old as time. It is speed and agility versus strength and durability. But right now, Zero putting that accelerator to the floorboard, delivering a huge super kick in the opening moments of this contest. Zero knows just how important a win tonight is. A win over the former champion. And that is precisely why he is going full tilt already. But Sterling, reversal here. Sterling unfazed by Zero's freaky magic. You are going to have to give a little bit more than that to shut Sterling down. Instead, Zero just applying tremendous offensive pressure, walking Sterling down a little bit. Big Insagiri will connect. Again, the wake-up call that is Sterling here. Just, the man is all power and is looking to show that off here. As he just wrestles Zero to the mat. Big mount tackle, but guillotine choke applied, but Zero able to get a hand on that bottom rope. Able to protect himself, and now going right back to that scarf hold. Just trying to choke Sterling out, but Sterling able to just push him off. And hold on just a moment here. Ushigoroshi, back of the neck applied to the knee of Sterling, and now that patented Worzalla elbow, that maneuver that made him one half of the longest reigning tag team champions in Blake's House Wrestling history. But Zero able to get a shoulder off the mat. Colossal headbutt, and Sterling once again, that patented elbow drop too. No, only gets one, and Zero darting to the ropes, looking to have an answer right away, but Sterling shutting that idea down immediately. On lift and drop, just big backbreaker right into the corner. And Sterling again looking for that big elbow. Goes for the cover. Two, but only gets two. And again, super kick applied. Zero doing everything he can. Trying to put Sterling into that corner, but Sterling blocks. Fires himself into the corner, and shotgun dropkick buried into the stomach of Zero Lopez. Swinging neckbreaker, and Zero going high risk. Diving elbow, but Sterling just toes touching that bottom rope, and that will be broken up. Zero looking for it again. X marks the spot on the chest. Two. Oh my God, so close. Long back switch, but Sterling had it scouted. And you can see the frustration starting to build in Sterling here. And Sterling is not someone you want to make angry. We often call Colby the angriest man in professional wrestling, but Sterling is a very close second. Big lift and cutter applied. Zero going high risk, 450 splash. Is that going to be enough? Zero does not seem to think so, and here is another one for good measure. Zero rounding it. Big super kick will connect, but Zero, he is not finished. But here comes the reality check, that gigantic chokeslam center of the ring. Two. Oh my God. Zero somehow, and oh my God, that maneuver just so very devastating. It is gruesome. Oh, Sterling now showing you exactly why we call him an EX character, just launching Zero Lopez across the ring with that shotgun dropkick. 100 hands buried in the chest, and Sterling in complete control. Big tombstone center of the ring, and Sterling, he is not finished. The punishment has only begun. Picture perfect back suplex and a 3-count fall. Sterling is a monster among men. And despite Zero's best efforts, Zero folded in half in the center of the ring. And we have just got a couple matches left, folks, but keep an eye on Sterling. I'm certain Sterling wants a rematch, feels as though he was cheated out of his championship by Josh Kaiser in that triple threat contest, but that will have to wait. And at least until next week, to see just how high Sterling is able to climb, because coming up next, the King of Fighters Television Championship. Absolutely monstrous team. Nightmare Freddie, Jason the Terrible, and Hellboy Laurinaitis going to be going head-to-head with the Kingiest of the Ringiest. I mentioned earlier, hold on a second here. Yeah, I did see that thing. Yeah, we're all good there. I appreciate your faith in me that I do not simply write these matchups hours before the program. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes I do have like some stuff penciled in a couple weeks out. But especially the last couple weeks, I am kind of scrambling a few hours before showtime, figuring out what the hell is the story. But yeah, I can very, very definitely make that match happen. Let us see here. But yeah, I mentioned earlier on this program, I'm a big old new Legacy mark. So what we are going to do is put the Prince of the Ring. Let's see here. The Princess of the Ring. And the Kingiest of the Ringiest. Let's see here. I am certain I have a Steve Austin in here. I just can't read. It's a very real problem that I've got. Going to be taking on this team of real monsters. Of course, if you were tuned into New Legacy over the last several months, these three individuals have been to war and earned the title of Prince, Princess, and Kingiest of the Ring. But can they call themselves King of Fighters Television Champions? Well, there is only one way to find out. 6-man elimination tag for the KOF TV title, and that match, it's right now. Austin, the innovator of jorts in the professional wrestling world. Truly an icon. Of course, Test and Molly Holly have storied careers of their own, but right now they have an opportunity. One more shot at glory. A victory in the King of Fighters Television Championship. But Freddie, Jason, and Hellboy looking to make this a franchise, looking to long overstay their welcome, as they shocked the world, besting the team of the Alpazars and Princeler, able to beat Team Daytona last week. This is a proven commodity, and we will have to see if they are going to continue to dominate this trios division. Big suplex into the corner as Freddie able to keep Test contained. Test escaping to his own corner, and here comes the Kingiest of the Ringiest, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And hold on, both aprons getting cleared out here. Jason circling the ring as Both Test and Austin hold on. Freddie swinging for the fences with that steel chair, but Austin able to escape the pressure.
10, 11.
Harada's count at 12, but both men able to get back into the ring. Freddie sent into his own corner. Austin sent to the outside, and here comes a fresh Hellboy, but long suplex is blocked, and suplex of his own. That padding only a couple inches thick, and Hellboy just slamming Austin against it over and over. Austin trying to get back into his own corner, and here comes the mighty Molly Holly. Hellboy into that blue Gatorade corner, but taking just a moment too long, letting him get his way out of that corner, and neither competitor able to get the upper hand in that contest of strength as Hellboy sent to the outside, but now both aprons shockingly calm, possibly waiting for that key moment where they can make the difference in this match. As Hellboy delivers a series of strikes to the stomach, into the gut, again to the head, and Holly answering back. A little bit of chain wrestling. I don't know if you've seen that in Hell. Molly Holly springboard elbow into the corner and looking to go coast to coast, but Hellboy switching sides here, able to get to Jason the Terrible, and now this is a team of all monsters, but Jason just a force of nature. Speaking of forces of nature, Stone Cold Steve Austin looking to slug it out. Those barn door right hands answered back with lefts from Jason, and a guillotine across the throat. And backdrop applied and going for the cover. No. Only a count of one. It's going to take more than that to keep the Bionic Redneck down, but Jason looking to do exactly that. A scoop and a slam. Test possibly looking for that Test diving elbow, but no, just going for an early cover here, but not even getting a count of one. The toughness of Jason, nothing short of extraordinary. Forearm smash. Test and Jason just duking it out in that blue Gatorade corner, but Jason able to get to his own, able to bring Freddie back into this match. Sandwich lariat, crushing Test, and now stomp to the back, Freddie in control. Big shoulder block, and now that claw applied to the face, and Austin has had enough. Double backdrop, and Test now has an opening, and forearm smash going back to his own corner, getting Molly Holly into this match. Big lift and drop, and just a figure four choke applied. Jason able to break it up. And that is going to send Freddie back into his own corner. Here comes Hellboy. Floats over, but Hellboy had it scouted. This team just so very effective working together. They have only been teaming together for about 3 weeks, but Hellboy, Freddie, Jason just feel like a unit here. But again, when the glass shatters, that changes everything. Austin, a legal competitor for this team. Jason not allowing him to get any offense in. Big clubbing blow to the back. And that patented Lopez press, but Jason able to slip out before that onslaught could continue. Jason going for that pile driver, but Austin wants nothing to do with that. Big chop to the chest. And barn door left hand swinging. connecting through the mask of Jason the Terrible, and once again, there it is, that Luthez press, that series of punches applied. And Austin just showcasing that main event style. Such an effective brawler as Molly Holly goes high risk, but Austin and Holly just a major miscue there. And that very nearly cost the team, but Molly Holly able to capitalize, but Jason flattening her with that power bomb. Still very much anybody's match. No eliminations. Just over 13 minutes into this contest. Big double drop kick. I think Austin's thrown one of those in 30 years, but stunner, 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 my God. Goes for the cover, 1, 2. I don't know how Hellboy found it in him to get a shoulder off the mat. I was sure that was going to be an elimination, but no. It is still 3-on-3. Hellboy trying to get back to his own corner. That stunner takes so much out of him. Crushing blow will connect, and now Freddie going high risk. Moonsault press. Oh my God. Austin fighting his way to his feet, but Freddie shutting him right down, going for the cover, but Austin hand on the bottom rope, able to get back to his own corner. And we are right back to neutral here. Fresh competitors on both sides of the ring. Austin setting Test up. So looking for that big boot. But Freddie shuts him down. Right back to that claw grip. Jason attempting to make the save, but just a fraction of a second too slow. And that is going to allow Test to get back to his feet. No, Freddie there first. And Freddie slugging it out. Test getting fired up, and there it is, that big boot goes for the cover. 1, 2. Only getting 2. Crushing lariat. Is that it for Test 2? No, not yet. Getting amped up here. Hold on. Dr. Bomb. But again, only 2. This team so very effective at working together. So very effective at protecting one another. Hold on. Suplex connecting, and Test to his feet, able to get back into his own corner, and a crushing lariat from Hellboy, shutting Test down. Test able to get back to his feet. Hellboy center of the ring. Austin again clubbing blow. Hellboy trying to fight his way back to his own corner, but Austin walking him down. Stunner, stunner, stunner. My God, cover, but only getting 1. Team so effective at keeping the fight on their side of the ring, and that has been a difference maker. Sandwich lariat will connect as Jason tries to figure out what he wants to do next. Big boot to the lower back. And Austin just being mercilessly attacked by that foreign object. Harada issuing a warning here. 20 minutes into this contest, and still no eliminations. This team is so very effective as these matches drag on. Jason going high risk, flipping senton, buried into the chest. But Austin back to his feet. No, reverse suplex connecting, goes for the cover, but Austin hand on the bottom rope. And that is going to allow him to get back to his own corner, bring Test back into this contest. And double suplex will plant Jason into the mat. And Test drive connects, but Jason right back to his feet. like a horror movie monster. Whatever you hit him with, he just keeps coming. Big boot buried into the chest, but Test, he's not finished yet. Sending him to the mat. And again, another picture-perfect suplex. Just dragging him away from the ropes, but whatever his follow-up was, Freddie just a half step too fast. Now Freddie going high risk himself. Devastating moonsault, but he is not finished yet. TKO will connect. Test going for the cover. One. Again, only one. Big body press, but it looks like Austin got the top rope, knocking Jason off the top turnbuckle, but that camel clutch will be enough to secure the elimination. And we are down to 3 on 2. Backslide cover, 1, 2. Only gets 2. Then drop. Holly so far away from her own corner. The princess of the ring. Just not in a good position. Jason has total control. Guillotine leg drop. And a series of shots to the gut. Molly Holly crumbling to the mat as that mask collides. Big flipping senton. Both competitors down. Molly trying to bring this back to her own corner. That is going to be the difference maker if you let it. Devastating suplex, but Jason stretching out, getting to that bottom rope. And this match, it will continue. 3 on 2. Big double drop kick, center of the ring. Jason able to escape to his own corner, and here comes Freddie. Going for a cover. Is that going to be it for Austin? 3 count fall. Mighty Molly Holly has to do it all on her own, but Freddie just digging his fingers into the open wound on Molly Holly's face, and that is going to be it. And again, this team of monsters besting the kingiest of the ringiest in Austin, Holly, and Test. It is very funny, and I can get into it in a little bit greater detail in the post-show. That team is, their highest statted character, I think, is like 140. Freddie specifically has some AI stuff I don't like. Nothing I would call egregious. But the game is the game. But let us keep this show rolling here, as we are getting to our semi-main event. As I mentioned, there is a hunt for that Blake's House Professional Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But right now, Team Lake Mary holding that title with a vice-like grip. Let's see here. Nunez had a shot at Kaiser a couple weeks ago, unable to pick up the victory. And now standing across from him is Ramon the Giant Killer, the man that bested Shenjo just last week. And Nunez has a long way to go if he wants a shot at Josh's title, but he is not the only one looking for it. Terrell, Zero, Alfonso, Sterling, all vying for a shot at Blake's House Gold, but Right now, none of that matters. Right now, Orlando's got to get through the giant killer Ramon. And that match, it's right now. Orlando Nunez making his way to the ring with the greatest theme song in wrestling. As he just takes it all in. Here comes Ramon, a man known as the Giant Killer, the first ever individual to pin the Rapture. I believe the first ever to pin the Gatekeeper on Blake's House Wrestling television. Oh. Right now, he is going up against the icon, Orlando Nunez, and against the hostile crowd that is Blake's House Arena. Shutting Ramon down. It is, I cannot stress enough just how difficult it is to call a match when the arena is that loud. Now Ramon fighting his way back. Orlando, no, flipping through. Going for the RK Orlando early in the opening moments of this contest. Orlando possibly looking past the man in front of him, and that is so very dangerous. And goes for it once again. Orlando looking to bring down the Giant Killer. Delivers that picture-perfect spinebuster, goes right to the Kimura hold as Josh Kaiser watches on. Team Lake Mary have been just such a dominant force in recent memory. But Nunez just looking to put an end to that. At the very least, put an end to Kaiser's title reign, but right now the man in front of him is so tremendously dangerous, so tremendously tough. If I were here to gamble, I would say this match will not end in a single RK Orlando. It probably won't end at 2. Ramon is just too damn tough. But likewise, that patented Dr. Bomb, hold on, drapes over the second, and big DDT. That patented Dr. Bomb that Ramon is so well known for. One might not be enough to put Orlando Nunez away, to put Mr. Theme Song down on the mat.
5 minutes gone.
Big hip toss will connect, and Ramon quietly beginning to work the legs. Ever since that submission defeat to Ramos, he has been much more interested in targeting limbs and working holds, turning that weakness of his into a strength. But Orlando Nunez, so technically gifted himself, he's going to be difficult to pin down on the mat. Goes for a power bomb, but Nunez had it scouted. And hold on, guillotine choke applied, center of the ring. Orlando's got nowhere to go. Orlando able to slip out of the hold. And hold on to someone here. Big kick to the face, and hold on, no. Ramon reversing and delivering a series of shots to the face. And back to targeting the leg. And Orlando answering back with a hold of his own. But Ramon, man that never gives up, never surrenders. Big shot to the face. Ramon answering back, lift and drop. Nunez to his feet first. Ramon winding up for that big chop, but Orlando beating him to the punch. So Ramon answering back. Do not adjust your set. A second slam into the center applied by Ramon. And once again, Orlando caught in that corner. And once again, a series of wild shots into that orange Gatorade corner as his friend, his partner, Josh Kaiser watches on. Back switch connecting. And just a half step too slow. You can already tell this match wearing on both competitors. Back switch once again and a forearm smash as Ramon unable to protect himself. Shining Enziguri. Ramon scrambling to his feet. Again, right back to that leg lock, that half Boston Crab. Ramon just unable to keep that locked in as Nunez just slipping out of the hold. Big spine buster. And Nunez getting fired up. Mount tackle will connect and goes right into that figure four leg lock. Ramon trapped in that hold, barely able to escape as this match marches on. Nunez again, mount tackle applied, but out of desperation, Ramon able to grab onto that guillotine. Picture perfect drop toe hold, and now back to a hold of his own. It's like both of these men not interested in ending this one by pinfall. Nunez, roaring lariat will connect. Possibly going for that mount tackle once again, and no, spear. He saw Ramon winding up for that elbow smash and ducks under it. RK Orlando connects. 2. Oh my God, so close, but Ramon able to escape. I said I am not here to gamble, but there's your first RK Orlando. Ramon getting his shoulder off the mat. Dr. Bomb will connect. 2. And no, it's not enough to put Orlando Nunez on the mat. Once again, draping him over the second. Big DDT. Both men down. Gets their feet first. It's Orlando Nunez. Ramon right behind him. Vicious chop, but doesn't have the energy to continue. Come on, we are going high risk here. Is dangerous. Hold on. Oh my God. Orlando Nunez flipping through. Big power bomb and a picture perfect drop kick right into the face, but Ramon, he's to his feet first. Ramon, a man tougher than a $2 steak, Shining Enziguri, center of the ring. And another picture-perfect spinebuster. Nunez getting fired up and going right through him with that spear. Ramon answering back, drop toe hold, back to basics, and back to that half crab. Nunez struggling in the center of the ring, barely able to slip out of the hold. This match has taken so much out of both of them. Nunez calling for that finish, calling for that RK Orlando, but hold on. Devastating pile driver just crushing the neck of Nunez. Mr. Theme Song struggling back to his feet. And Ramon more than happy to put him back on the mat exactly the way he got there in the first place. Delivering a drop kick between the shoulder blades and now lift and drop into the corner. Josh Kaiser watching on. Ramon going high risk. Devastating fist drop right into the stomach. Goes for the cover. That's got to be it. 2. No, it's not. How much more does Ramon have to give? How much more does Nunez have to give to this match? Fist drop once again, goes for the cover again, 2. 3 count fall, and Josh Kaiser looking on, celebrating his team. Team Lake Mary picking up another key win against one of the faces of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Honestly, yeah, Ramon looking strong as hell. The funny thing is, I have done functionally nothing to his AI in months. It could just be he's getting like he's getting better matchups, because this game is like really heavily matchup based. Like, hey, there is some combinations of styles and stat combinations that don't gel well together. So we are seeing Ramon the Giant Killer at work, because he will just fucking job out to mid-card guys, because this game is dumb sometimes. It could be. Who could say? Certainly not me. But whatever the case may be, Ramon picking up the victory. I mean, you know what? I like your answer better. Here's the thing about wrestling. The thing that you want it to be, it can just be that. But regardless, speaking of giants, coming up next is a pair of titans of the ring. The longest reigning Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion of all time, the Enhanced Human A-Man, taking on the champion of the people, the man that will defend this squared circle time and time again against all comers from any place and time. Well, the place is here, the time is now, as he is taking on A-Man next. Mag.Lo making his way to the ring to team. You can find that and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. This man has been all around the country selling records, doing shows, but he is here with us tonight, and he is taking on a monstrosity that is A-Man, the longest reigning champion in Judgment Professional Wrestling history. That body press has ended match after match, 3-count fall after 3-count fall. His punches pack dynamite. But Mag.Lo, not afraid of anyone, not afraid of anything. Once upon a time, Mag.Lo himself calling out Bruce Lee and beating him in a fight. Big scoop and a slam. So the Enhanced Human A-Man, another step on that road. Trading scoops and slams, and now Mag.Lo trapped center of the ring, but able to break out of it, at least for the moment. Big rolling lariat, but unable to find its mark. Mag.Lo able to escape twice over and lands a headbutt and slows it down a little bit. Crossface chicken wing applied, but A-Man able to slip out at a critical moment. Big elbow to the crown. A-Man using that size advantage, but Mag.Lo, knee to the gut, shutting him down. The start of this program, I mentioned, JBIII of Judgment Professional Wrestling, interested in making a statement. Well, one of his top talents taking on one of the top stars of Blake's House would be a statement, as that Blake's House audience, the Mag.Lo section, chanting for the spinning toe hold. But A-Man, unbothered by the hostile crowd, he lifts and drops Mag.Lo. Mag.Lo dumped to the outside, and A-Man getting a moment to breathe. Mag.Lo going that patented airplane spin, that signature hold of his. A-Man trapped, slammed to the mat. Rushing lariat, and he has not finished that patented body press. Goes for it, 2. But only gets 2. Big backbreaker, and A-Man going high risk, diving back elbow. And Mag.Lo laid out on the mat. That body press, so devastating. It has defeated so many opponents. Sure, it took everything Mag.Lo had to kick out of it once, and here is a second one. Oh my God. Going back to that spinning toe hold, but unable to connect. The Mag.Lo section trying to get behind the People's Champion as he once again applies that signature hold. But A-Man able to power out of it. Hold on. That gigantic choke slam. Is that it? The Mag.Lo section cheering him on, only getting a count of 2. This match, it will continue. Lift, drop, center of the ring. And again, back to that patented spinning toe hold. Going back to what you know works. And Mag.Lo doing everything he can to get back into this match. A-Man, such a force of nature, just using his body weight, using his size, and using it tremendously effectively. Another body press too. And oh my God, so close. Mag.Lo able to get a shoulder off the mat at a critical moment. And this match, it will continue. And Mag.Lo, colossal shoulder block, but unable to keep up the pressure. A-Man just so strong, so dominant a performer, so dominant a competitor. Mag.Lo struggling to keep a head above water, fighting his way back to his feet. And hold on, we have seen this once before. Mag.Lo protecting his face, but no, low blow with that rocket punch, but Mag.Lo scrambling to his feet. He is not finished yet, folks. A crushing lariat, and Mag.Lo running the ropes once more. Another one. Mag.Lo in control, but lift and drop. Is that all she wrote for Mag.Lo? A-Man going for the cover too. No, it is not. Mag.Lo has a lot more fight left in him. Crushing elbow, 2. And no, Mag.Lo still getting a shoulder off the mat. A-Man dumped to the outside, and Mag.Lo, he needs a moment to breathe. This match has taken so much out of him. Normally after that Samoan drop, he's looking for that corkscrew suicida, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can right now. Another colossal chokeslam. Is that it for Mag.Lo? 2, 3, count, fall. And A-Man, just a dominant performer, a true monster of the squared circle. Picking up the victory, putting that exclamation mark on JBIII's statement. So I very much appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Of course, we've got the bonus match to tune into. So let us go ahead and set that up now. While I am hanging out with y'all. As always, the way this thing works, you see a name on either side of your screen, you can go ahead and call it out, and that's going to be who's competing in the bonus match. I see Candy Cane from the Rumble Roses family of video games. I am very okay with that. That's a game I actually could stream, now that I think about it. because I do have original Rumble Roses for the PlayStation 2. I don't have Double X, which my understanding is like a better game in many ways. See, and we're the purple guy. I can do that. Yeah, like, it's a pretty good game. It's based mechanically very loosely on SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, which is an all-time great wrestling game. It's a lot lighter on features, and you've got a little bit less options that you can actually do in the ring than you could do in a SmackDown, but it's, like, pretty close. That might be a game I pull out on stream, because, hey, old wrestling games are rad. There is some stupid shit with that video game, though, that I genuinely dislike, is you are only allowed to have access to half the roster at a time. Unless you have a hacked save. Because the roster is split up to their face and heel personas, and everybody has one of each. But you can only ever have one of them available. And you have to do, like, some dumb shit to get access to the other version, and it locks the first version. It's a weird video game. Like I said, I am curious what Double X is like, because I've never played it. Kind of going back to the... looking at the purple guy, who is one of Ian Bishop's characters, moveset-wise, would actually probably gel pretty well with the Mixed Wrestling Organization guys. That could be something. Because, like, very over-the-top moveset. Anyway. So, a couple matches tonight. Real big, the game is the game energy. I suppose working backwards, the trios match. I mentioned... I don't fucking know how Freddie, Jason, and Hellboy are doing as well as they're doing. Because their stats, I feel like, should not be letting them beat the people they're beating. Even not counting Freddie's, like, tacky AI. But that's not how they are, so... it is what it is there. JBIII and the Wildcat was also kind of a, like... That angle is weird. Because it is, like, we have kind of accidentally... You know, that could be something. It's like, JBIII is technically Solarian's manager, but JBIII is also the one winning the fights. Which could be something narratively interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Nightmare Geese is very scary. And then the Patrick Christopher Gatekeeper match. I feel like I have to do something with the Patrick Christopher character because like, he had no business winning that match, but also the Gatekeeper won like 0 grapples in that match. Which is sometimes how this video game works. Yeah, I mean, Geese is scary. That is just kind of what that is. Let's see. I just realized I need to get to Twitch and see who's streaming tonight. Let's see here. You know what? I could throw to Alfonso in a bit once we do our real sign-off thing. I'm actually surprised you're not streaming tonight, Blake, considering you're usually online on Sunday nights. That being said, I know you've been live basically since Monster Hunter came out. Basically since Monster Hunter came out, except when you were eating or sleeping. So I can understand taking tonight off. Let's see here. I want to say we're like... This happens a lot on this stream too. Is like, hey, I like to collaborate with the Date Zone, Melly, Sasha, and I feel very bad for not remembering the third person in that collective. But they basically go live like 5 minutes after I go off air, typically on Sundays. And that is just like a sad timing thing that happens. So yeah, I think I'll throw to Zoe in a minute, but let's do our regular sign-off real quick. So, if y'all liked what y'all saw tonight, we do this every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. It is a weekly episodic wrestling program, which means we keep continuity week to week. But I do my best to try to tell the stories that are happening in the matches, the stories that have happened leading up to the matches. So your first time, you're going to have just as much fun as somebody who's been here for over a year. We are getting dangerously close to our 100th episode. I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with that. Let me see here. I think our 100th episode will be a little bit after the Blake's House anniversary, so I can't roll them into one show, unfortunately. But I suppose we got two pretty big events coming up, if that's the case. Because, you know, if you were wondering, Blake's House Wrestling, there is a Blake's House. Blake is hanging out in our chat. And that has been a collective of guys that I have been tremendously close to over the last 11 years. Like, they have become a found family for me in a lot of ways. I gotta imagine my life would be on a different course if I did not know these people. So, coming up end of April, beginning of May, the 11th anniversary of the first ever Blake's House is coming up, and I don't know, maybe we'll try to do something for that. I'll ponder what I want to do with that and see if anybody else in the clique wants to do something as well. But I'm already way off course. So this is a wrestling show that I do here. It happens on Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We try to keep continuity week to week, but do not feel intimidated if you are just jumping in. Additionally, I've got another stream Wednesday nights right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Myself, my good friend Heavy Kira, we play hockey. We had some wild games this past week. And then we bullshit about whatever happens to be on our mind. It looks like we have gotten into the business of being KOF trailer reactors, because those trailers typically come out while I am streaming, and the two of us have at least a casual interest in the KOF family of products. Talk a lot about esports, occasionally about news, and a lot about whatever dumb thing we're thinking about. So if that seems like your jam, hang out with us on Wednesday nights, myself, my good friend Heavy Kira, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. I'm going to do one more refresh, see if the Date Zone is online. If not, I'm going to throw y'all to Alfonso. So let's go ahead and do that. I do my best to throw to the Blake's House crew specifically. That being said, like, hey, I've got a lot of other good friends that I have met on the internet over the years. You know, trying to keep it into the in the family one way or another, right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's go hang out with Alfonso. He is playing Valorant, and I will catch y'all down the road.